Hello everyone, welcome back to Fish Pond Farm with my adorable Junimo stuff everywhere. I am excited to play this again. As always, I have been losing my mind over the Junimo situation for pretty much since I recorded the last episode. I've been very busy with academic things recently, so I definitely am enjoying this break to just play this, record this. I have started streaming like study with me type stuff on Twitch because I just need to sit down and be accountable for getting all my work done, and maybe hang out with people who also need to get stuff done. So if that seems like something you're interested in, go follow me on Twitch. I am not normally doing this kind of self-promotion, but I've been having a lot of fun there. I've been doing various games, and it's been really enjoyable, so I feel like people might enjoy hanging out over there if you enjoy stuff that I do here. I need to figure out what the heck stuff I'm doing for county fair. I will keep that, I guess. That seems like a good option. It's just so many things. Also, if there is a bit more background noise than normal right now, I have to have a space heater on because it is very cold in my house right now. And, it's kind of just outside the door of my office, but my door is open so that it can affect this room too. So I don't know how much the recording is picking that up, but I do have that on right now because it actually might snow again after the whole thing where it snowed so much that classes were canceled and everything kind of just stopped for a week. It might snow again in March. So, it's been pretty rainy outside. It's overcast again. It was clear for a little while. I actually went out and I got coffee because I've been resorting to that recently with all of the homework I've been doing. I did almost a complete all-nighter last night. It's been hectic, but I went out to get coffee and it was dark, but it had been raining most of the day, but then the stars and the moon were out for a while I went to go get coffee. And there were all these really fluffy, thick rain clouds, but then they were kind of like on the side, and then the center of the sky was pretty clear. And I had to stop and pull over because I had to take a picture of it because it was like the most Studio Ghibli-esque clouds I've ever seen in my life. And I was just like, this is way too cool. I have to take a picture of this. So I did. And then I sent it to a couple of people and I was like, look at this. This is just Studio Ghibli. Exactly, 100%. And they all thought it was very cool. So, I liked getting to see that, but now it might be snowing. I'm not sure. I looked out recently and it was not snowing, but it was overcast again. And then the weather app says it's gonna be like rain and snow from like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. or something, and then like 7 a.m. it's supposed to... I should go to the other one first, actually. It's supposed to start to snow without rain. We'll see. Part of me wishes it snows enough that they cancel class so I can just stay home and get homework done instead of having to actually go to class, because it's at that part of the quarter where everything is so hectic that it's like, I get that I should go to class, but like part of me is like, but I could stay home and study instead. Which I know is not the best mentality to have, and I did go to class today, so I'm being responsible about that, but I'm just so tired. I'm ready for this quarter to be done, which it like kind of sucks because I did enjoy the classes that I had this quarter, but there's just been so much going on this quarter, so I'm kind of ready for it to be spring break, and I just kind of want to sit at home and sit on my computer in the snow and like watch the snow outside, because that was one of the coolest things about when the week of school was canceled, was it's so fun to watch it snow, because I've never lived in a place where it snows like that before, and so that was just so cool. And I feel like part of it is like I could really use a break from going to class, but then the other part is like I just want snow. It's really, really fun, and I feel like when it snows a tiny bit and then melts and isn't worth canceling school, it's still really, really exciting to me, because that's something that I don't get often. But it's so much cooler when it snows really hard and it stays around. And also, like I mentioned in a previous recording, Cosmos is not here right now. He's with my parents so that I can finish all of the stuff this quarter with as much attention on that as possible, because it is very hectic. And so he wouldn't even have to deal with the dreaded white stuff outside. So if there's any time that I want it to snow a lot, it's right now. Also just because it's so fun, and it is really cold in here right now, but I don't care because I want more snow. Okay. I need to do... What do I need to do? I need to... I think today is the day that Robin is not working. But I would like to get a new fish pond, if possible. I just need to make a couple of preparations. This is gonna be so hard to walk through. Ah, blackberries! It's gonna be so hard to walk through when those trees grow, but then I'll cut them down, because that's why they're there, for me to cut down. Okay. I can't remember if it's... Yeah, okay. So it is Tuesdays that she's not there. I can never remember if it's Tuesday or Thursday. Then I will go... Wait a minute. What do I have? Ooh. We'll give this one to Linus. And I will give him a gift in front of Sebastian and not give Sebastian a gift. But that's partially because I don't think I have anything that Sebastian particularly likes. Okay, but I'm gonna go over here to number 1, get more blackberries, number 2, go to the quarry because I really need wood and stone because as soon as I get this fish pond, I'll be back to having very little stone, and I also then won't have enough seaweed for any more, but, that's okay. I need to... Oh my gosh. I need to figure out how the heck to walk here. Also, my oak resins are done, so that is another reason I should be here. It's gonna be really hard to walk. I'm gonna try and just get stuff cleared with one tool and then come back for the rest of the stuff that I'm gonna try and clear. It's still oh my gosh. It's still early enough in the day, I can speak English, that I'm not worried about how many things I have to collect and stuff. So I can still clear more stuff and get all that done. Perfect. There's a lot of coal stones here. Mystery box. Yay. Also, I want to not press tab. I know what keys work in this game versus other games. I want the stuff that I have to replant to be available, because I would like to replant certain things. Alright. Yay. Okay, so the goal is to get as many resources as possible while also still having time to replant certain things that need to be replanted, because that's also important for the sustainability of my resources. No, I can't get that piece of hardwood. Wait, I should... Okay, I can. Never mind. I should cut it from this direction so it doesn't fall over there. Also... Okay. I don't have any hardwood seeds. I was gonna say if I have hardwood seeds, I should replant those too, but I don't. I should go on this side again. I should go on this side again, actually. And of course make sure that I don't cut down any that have tappers on them, because that would be not ideal. I also think it's time to get stuck on things. I think it's time to replant these and get some of the other resource, because I should do that. Also, I think that was an owl that just flew past down there, but it really looked like a person just walked off of this cliff. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's not what I saw. Because it was on the edge of my screen, I was focusing on something else, and it's dark. But that would have been fascinating if that was what I saw. I also don't know who it would have been, because it was like a really dark shape. So if it was anyone, also just because of the location that this is, it was probably Sebastian. But I kind of doubt it. I think it was an owl or some other bird-like thing. Okay, grab that. Okay. These. I will probably take the minecarts home because I can, and I'm gonna try and stay out here and get as much as possible just because then I'll have more space for resources to regenerate, and I'll also have many resources for myself. That did not look like a rock for a second, the way it was behind the tree. I mean, I know it was, but it looked really weird. Okay. I need to get those. Okay. And now we try. Okay. I can get there. I was almost stuck in stuff, but I'm not, and everything is fine. Also, my space heater is working, and it's very nice. My inventory was almost full from that. Okay. Let's put stuff away. I have many pieces of wood now. That's very exciting. That's exactly what I need. Mystery box. Can you get there? And this should not. This. I need an owl right there. That's a good place. Okay. Stack things. Sell those things. And put these things and go in the bed with all my Junimos to keep me company. They're so cute. I love the Junimos. Dried cranberries are actually better than caviar, which I find hilarious. I mean, like, 1 per 1. This obviously is way more than this, but that is so funny. Although I did have that whole thing I was talking about, I don't understand why caviar is so expensive, because it seems a little gross to me. But then again, I don't like cranberries either, so I don't eat cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving. I don't like cranberry juice. I don't eat fresh or frozen cranberries. I don't like dried cranberries. My favorite dried fruits are dried apple and dried mango. But then I don't really like not dried mango. My family does backpacking, and so a lot of the time, when I was younger, for backpacking food, there was a lot of dried fruit And the flavor of dried strawberries is fine. I like strawberries, but the texture of dried strawberries is really weird. Okay, she wants visits. Maybe. Dried strawberry texture is a little bit like styrofoam, sort of, the way that it's kind of spongy is not the right word, but that's the word that I'm thinking of. It's just such a distinct texture, and it's something that I was never really used to, even though we went backpacking often. And we would put it in like packs of oatmeal. And so then it was even worse because the oatmeal would kind of start to get a little bit softening the dried fruit, so it was like not fully dried anymore, but then it wouldn't do it all the way, so it was like soggy styrofoam. And at that time my parents didn't know that I was autistic, and so they didn't know about the whole thing about food texture and autism, because I cannot eat dried strawberries. They're not the right texture. And it's interesting because with dried apple, they're definitely not the same texture as apple, but they're not as wrong of the texture as the way that dried strawberries are. Although I don't really like dried banana either. I'm very picky about bananas in general, though. I have to have them underripe. If they're squishy and brown at all, I hate it. They need to be slightly underripe. Not like fully green, but with a slight bit of green left. Also, I'm very tired right now because I did pretty much an all-nighter doing a stream on Twitch where I was just sitting doing homework, and I sat there for 7 hours from like 10:30-ish to like 5 a.m. almost. And so I slept for like 4 hours. I'm tired. And then I'm gonna kind of do the same thing again tonight, which we'll see how that goes. But it kind of has to be done because I have so much work. But if you want to come hang out with me on Twitch, I feel like I might do more of these just casual, relax, be productive kind of streams in the next quarter as well, because it has been actually really helpful, because it keeps me accountable for sit down, get stuff done, and occasionally chat with people if they want to chat, but in a way where I can still focus on the stuff that I need to do. And so if that seems like something that you might enjoy, go check it out, because I've been having fun so far and it's been helpful, which I I've talked about it. I have been having the worst senioritis because I've never had that before, and it's challenging. And this is kind of a way where I'm able to feel like, oh yeah, I'm just streaming, but I happen to be streaming while doing homework and having to sit here at the computer anyway because I'm streaming, so I can do it more productively than like, okay, I'm sitting down to do homework, I've done it for half an hour, I'll get up, I'll do something else for an hour, and then I'll come back, and then I'll slowly go back to the computer, and then I'll spend a while getting back into it, and then I'll get up, and then I'll go do something else. It's like, nah, sit here, do your live stream, do your homework. Okay, I need this fish pond, and then I need to go get every single blueberry in, or blackberry, not blueberry, in the entire everywhere. That isn't quite going to work the way I would like it to. So many of these, I wish I could just smoosh them in. Okay. Let's see. You can just block your entire house off. This might call for drastic measures. I'm getting a fish pond there. I will deal with that. It's not gonna stay there. But I do have to remember it's there so I don't try to get anywhere where then I can't. I need to get all the blackberries because I want to keep having blackberry wine because it's fun to make and I enjoy that. I will leave that bush up there because that's Linus's blackberry bush and I know he enjoys blackberries, so I will not steal blackberries from him. Everyone else, though, they're mine. The blackberries, not the people. I don't really care about the people. I mean, I do. I like a lot of the characters in this game. But the blackberries are mine. I should get fiber, too. I'm sorry, Frog. That is secretly Totoro that I was talking about in the other video. Oh my gosh! I don't think I've ever realized that you can actually go on the swings. I feel like I did know that, but it's been so long that I was like, can you? And then I'm very excited that you can. I love swings. When I move back home and have the money for it, I'm going to put a swing set in my backyard. Not for any hypothetical future child that I might have, but just for me, because I want the swing. Also, swings are technically a good form of exercise. Does Evelyn like these? Oh, yeah. Yay. I would never stomp on the flowers, especially since I know how much you take care of them. Also, I'm a farmer. I know how to not step on plants. Okay. I'll check for beech forage too, because I can. And that seems useful. I'm also trying to use my scythe on everything in sight, apparently. Alright, so many things. Stop hoeing everything too. I want to go to the beach. I just want to not have school for a little bit. I am having so much burnout from school right now, and senioritis and everything else. And I know I'm gonna have to spend at least a few more hours tonight on homework, and then get up tomorrow and do more homework and go to class if it isn't snowing hard enough, which it probably won't. It's all kind of minor complaints. I'm not actually super annoyed about it. I want spring break. And it's like the project that I was working on last night was one that I was super passionate about because it's part of my capstone, which is... I should do that. Actually, I don't know why I should do that, because this playthrough I'm not really doing anything that would be that relevant to it. I mean, I guess if I wanted to catch the descendants of the legendary fish. But I don't really know if that's my biggest priority. I need to make sure... Okay, so I can still get to my house from here. I just can't go that way around to the greenhouse. I have to go this way, which is kind of fine anyway, because then I can loop through to there and back. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm not gonna refill that because there aren't enough eggs to do that right now. I will sell these. And that. And that. And that. And I did not mean to walk out. Yeah. My hands are not on the correct keys right now. Okay. I'll just do that for convenience. And then, let's see. We'll see about this. This is gonna be just really random assortment. But satisfying. We'll see how fast I start to regret my layout of fish ponds. I am going to get it fixed, though. Like, I am going to move them around once some of those crops are out of there. But for the next little bit, this is how it is. I actually think that I could move some of it around really soon. So if I move this over here, right to the edge. And then I can still get here. And then if I move that, then I can fit another one right there. Alright. Chaos fish ponds! This is getting to the part... Oh, I probably could have put one here and not had to block everything. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for fish ponds in every tiny place you can possibly smush them into. This was a really satisfying day in Stardew Valley. 2 days, I guess. Also, I love the mushroom light so much, and I talked about that so much last time, but oh my gosh, it's so fun. I love it. It makes me so happy. Alright. Many things. Yay. Ooh, many things. My farm is just completely divided now. Oh well. But I can see stuff over there is ripe too, which is exciting. That might be stuff that I don't replant as much over there so that I can put fish ponds. I need to get more seaweed though, because I am out of seaweed now. But anyway, I am going to stare longingly at the place that I cannot get to without walking all the way around anymore while I do my outro. So I'm going to leave this episode here. I had so much fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!